So like an example, right? So you'll have some LEDs that are encapsulated in plastic.
Okay.
You'll have some that are not going to have plastic.
Why is that?
Just to drive down the cost.
Okay.
Just again, because they'll look at like residential lighting. You know, somebody that uses a light that's inside their house, they might typically use it for 1-2 hours a day on average. You know, how often do you use a specific light fixture in your house? So they don't need to put so much money, right? If you want to buy a light bulb, you don't. What happened in the beginning when LED light bulbs came out? They were like $20, $60. They were expensive. Nobody wanted to spend $60 on a bulb. And so they had to figure out a way to drive the cost down on the LEDs. And so driving, you know, bringing down the types of materials and downgrading that to lower quality stuff, you know.
Didn't they used to be like on a sapphire board and they went to a silicon board?
Silicon board, and now and it's not. It's also the package that board goes into.
Really?
Yeah. So the LED is not done just with the wafer board. From the wafer board, it goes into like an encapsulation or some sort of packaging that it goes into. And so all those materials will matter. And, you know, I was always a guy when I built my lights to go for the higher end stuff than opposed to low stuff. Like our circuit boards back with Spectrum King, I used to have like, you know, again, even till today, nobody's packaged so many watts into such a tight area. You know, if people look at 818 Brand's videos or stuff like that, you might see some of our point source LED lights, which what I wanted to do was mimic a 1,000-watt bulb, which was concentrating the power source that it came from, you know, down into the canopy, as opposed to having a bunch of bars. You know, because a bunch of bars, I have to now take that, you know, the intense light source and spread it out to multiple sources. So what that does is it impacts my penetration factor. This comes down to why people need under canopy lights today.